Recording approved. Share my screen. I guess everyone have access to my screen right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last week I was talking about slicer, and I told you I will promise to make it up for you guys. It was just a silly something I forgot. I even forgot to tell you guys, that's why it escaped my memory. Now, this data set we have here, let me go it. This data set we have here is in a range. It's in a range. And when it's in a range, you can't have a slicer. But if it's in a table form, you will have a slicer. But currently it's in a range. And since it's in a range, you will never have, the slicer will not work. Now, how do you put your data in a tabular form? We have many ways, but I will give you two. One, is either you highlight it like this. If you highlight it like this, you now do Control T. If you click Control T, it will show you, this was last week, it will show you create a table, and you just OK it. Have you seen the difference?
Yes.
Now it's in a tabular form. And also look at, we have another ribbon called table design. If I don't want it in a tabular form, I will just come here and I'll click convert to range. It's back to range. Now I can also remove the color. Another one, if you want to create a table, you can just click on one of these columns, which is name, and just go to Control T. The first one, I highlighted the table as a whole, and I click Control T. This one, I just click on the first cell, and I click Control T directly. You OK it. It also gives you the table form. Now, in this table form, you can see I have some drop down here. These drop downs, I have some boxes, one little boxes inside here. These boxes are called filters. As a beginner that you don't know that there is something called slicer, you can use this filter to filter something. Okay, I want to know which product are in the Northeast. I'll just uncheck everything by clicking select all, then I'll select East and I'll OK it. It will give me this. But this is more of a beginner. But as an advanced data analyst, if you put your data in a tabular form, in a table format, come to home, come to insert ribbon. Under insert ribbon, the sub ribbon called filter, click on the slicer. Have you seen it? Now you will now select which one you want to use. We want to use region. I click on region and I OK it. It have created a slicer. And also look at the ribbon. It created another ribbon called slicer. Now in this ribbon called slicer, I can now format this slicer to my own choice. I'll format this slicer to my own choice. By formatting this slicer to my own choice, I'll come to column. How many columns do I want? Currently, we have 4 columns. I can change it. I'll change it to 4. The height and the width, I'll leave it like that. No need of touching that. I'll click anywhere. Now you see. I'll still click on the slicer. Please Don't drag from the center. Always drag from the edges. Don't drag anything. If you want to expand, don't drag from the center here. It's wrong. Why am I saying it's wrong? Because you will not get accurate height and width. If you drag from this edge, you'll get everything accurate. You can see everything is not accurate. But if you drag from this other side, if I say, okay, let me drag like this, I'll still come and be doing another, which is wrong. But if you drag from the edge here, you're dragging it the same time. You're doing two jobs at once. I drop. If I'm not okay with it, satisfied, I still minimize it. Now, this is the slicer for this transaction. Now, but it cannot work. Okay, I've done report connection. Now, you can see east, I have 2, north, I have 2, south, 3, west, 3. This one and that first one that we use filter, which one is faster?
This one, because you can do everything at once.
Thank you. This is how to create sliders. Now, you may create your own and it will not work. If it doesn't work, just click on the slicer, just a click and right click. Just a click and right click. Scroll down. Because my own have already been done, this one will work, but in our job, when we start cleaning our data, it will not work because we are going to import 2 or 3 slicers. And when we import 2 or 3 slicers, what we need to do, we'll do report connection. What does that mean? Report connection simply means use this slicer to connect to every chart we created. Every chart we created, use this slicer and connect them, let them work across all the charts. Because if you don't do report connection, it will never pick it. And if it doesn't pick it, you'll get frustrated. But when you do it, it will see that it connects them and they are going to work very well. I hope this is understood.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
I'm with you.
I didn't quite get this slicer function that you're trying to show us. This second one you're doing. I didn't get how you actualize this region and stuff.
Okay. Let me do it back again. Now, let's assume this is our data. All together, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is our data we have. I want to create a slicer. And I said before we create a slicer, we'll create a table. We'll create a table. And when we create that table, that's when the slicer can work. And if we are creating a table, there are 3 or more functions, basically 3 functions to create a table. And I just gave you guys 2. 1, you can click on this name. When you click on name, which is cell A1, and you do Control A, can you see that it have highlighted everything?
Yes, sir.
Now, if it highlight everything like this, the next thing you do is Control T. There is a little dialog box that came out, and in that dialog box, it says create a table. Where is the table data from? Where is the data from your table? Can you see that absolute reference is there?
Yes.
Now it did an absolute reference for us. Now, and he checked a box by saying my table have a header, meaning that there is name on the table. If I uncheck it, it won't, those name, job role, salary, country, and region will not be. But I need them because that is what I want to use in creating my slicer. Now I will now click OK. Now, if you click OK, look at your ribbon here. You have another attached ribbon that is activated called table design. And in the table you created, you have some drop down inside it. Initially, when we did it, it was only name, job role, salary, country, and region. But right now we are having, after the table we created, we have name and a drop down, one small box there. We have job role with another small box. Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
Now, this box you're seeing is called filter. Filter. If I click on it, all these names will appear. If I just check on it, you see, and it has sort A to Z, sort Z to A, sort by color. You see their names. And I said, if you want to, as a beginner, you don't know much about slicer, and you want to filter something, you just come to this dialog box and click, and it's okay, I'm looking for Canada. You uncheck select all because they are all checked. You uncheck it and say, okay, I'm looking for Canada. You go and check only Canada. You okay it. It will give you this one. If you want to look for another country, you go and click Germany. You uncheck Canada. It will give you Germany. This shows that, yes, you're a beginner. You don't know that there is something called slicer. Now, if you create a table, now for you to move from a beginner to an advanced, let me use the word Excel user. After creating a table, the next thing you do is to create a slicer. And to create a slicer, after creating your table, you come to insert. And under insert ribbon, there is a sub ribbon called filter. And you click on that filter, you will see slicer. You click on the slicer. Insert slicer. Now, in the slicer, remember when we created, they asked us, do we want the header? And I say yes. Now look at the header name, job role, salary, USD, country, and region. If I want slicer country, I will just check this country. If it's region I want, I will check region. If it is salary I want, I will check salary. If it is job role, I will check job role. If it is name, I will check name. Now for country, I want to use country in doing my search. I will check country and I will okay it. It will bring a drop-down list for me. Now this country is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 countries. Somebody want to join? Mr. Godwin. Now I have 10 countries. I have 10 countries. Now in these 10 countries, I can't leave my slicer. You can leave your slicer like this, but I can't leave my slicer like this. I can't. Unless if my plot of land, let me use the word plot of land in Excel that I bought is big enough, and in my dashboard I can put it. But if not, I can edit. Look at another ribbon. The first ribbon was table design. Now we are no more in table design, we are now in slicer, and it's giving us slicer. Now this slicer, we can edit it. Look at slicer style, sub ribbon, slicer slide. I can choose any design I need, and I can create my own design if I want. but I don't need it in these 10 rows. You come to this column. Look at this column, it's having 1. I can say, okay, I need it in 2. If I put 2 columns and I okay it, can you see it have given me 2 columns? 5 here, 5 here. All together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, and I said, if you want to expand, don't use this middle one. It will take time. Before you do like this, you come back, you do like this. It's time consumption. But if you use these edges, this dot on the edge, at once, you do 2 things at once. Have you seen that both the width and the height, I reduce them the same time?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I say I'm now looking for South Korea, I just click South Korea. I have it. Japan, Germany, Mexico. Are you seeing? Everybody is coming out one after the other. And I ask you, the first one we did and this one, which one is far better?
This one is far better.
Hello?
Okay, I said this one is far better.
Thank you. When we go further, you'll see that we'll add slicer, then we'll add another thing called report connection so that it can work for us. But right now, because this is one work we are doing, that's why it's did it report connection immediately. That is for slicer. And another work we promised to check with you guys is this our salary rule. Now let's assume you're done with your salary rule. You are working in the finance department and you're the one in charge of preparing salary. And after doing that, you are not going to show the staffs all these background details. They will never know. What you need to do is highlight from cell 1 to, if you like, you can leave it to allowance and deduction. If you like, you can take them off, or let's leave the allowance and deduction. When you highlight it, you right click here, scroll down, you will see hide. Don't know whether my screen is that bold. When you highlight, you right click, you will see hide. Just click on hide. Everything is gone. Funny enough, you can even hide it with a password. But when you're hiding it with a password, I beg you, write the password somewhere. Because, and because. If you forget a password, Excel will never prompt you. If you forget a password, just forget it. You have forgotten it. You have forgotten it. How this one is clear.
Yes, sir.
Don't hide and put password if you know you will forget password. But if you will not forget password, you're welcome. Then if you don't want your management to see all this, that you use Excel in preparing this Excel salaries stuff, you come to view, click on view report. If you click on view report ribbon, you will see show, sub ribbon called show. You will see grade line, uncheck the grade line. You will see formula bar, you can uncheck the formula bar. If you also want to uncheck the heading is, the heading is this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and 1, 2, 3, they are the heading. You can uncheck it again. And you present your sheet like this. You can also add conditional column, which is color. Now, let me check them back. Let me know.
So
Okay,
we can't see your screen. Oh.
okay, sorry.
Screen is back.
Okay, can you see my screen now, Evie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is something called conditional column. Now, if I want to put colors to these data, I'll come to Home, Conditional Formatting. I can select colors that I need. Highlight salary, which is the first. Add color. Or another way I can do it, I can highlight this and I'll give them this color. Salary, let me choose one nice color. Give salary this color. Give this one yellow. You can select all the colors you want to differentiate them, differentiate your salary. Now, let me now go to the last one, which is this. I can now choose, let me choose this gray, this light gray. Now, color scale. I can go for this. Why is this thing name appearing? You can select anyone you want. You can see that these three, they are of the same target. This one alone is showing red. That means it's higher, is the highest pay. This green is showing lower pay, while this yellow is showing higher pay, medium payment. You can condition your formatting to your choice. I can even use icon. And you see that this is the highest, while these ones are all going down. I can use another different icon. Depend on the icon you want to use. Any icon you want to use. And let's assume that maybe something now happened and I was paid less, maybe, and my salary had to drop to 100,000. Or let me say to approximately 400,000. Now, if you look at, you see that others are higher and I am the lowest. This is called conditional column, conditional formatting using colors. Now, if I now remove the grid lines, the header, the grade lines. I guess some of our salary schedule comes in this format, even not with this bars I'm using. They come with different colors. If we had the opportunity to even see them, this is how they normally comes in format. And this is how you can build a salary payment plan for an organization, for businesses. These are two things I promised to give a recap on. And I guess we've understood it. Any question here? You can see now on the highest bar. Maybe you want to say something?
No, that wasn't me. I think that was Michael.
Oh, okay. Okay. So today we are looking at date function and time function analysis, function in Excel. Like what we are looking at today. And we want to look at today. We're looking at today, now, today, day, month, year, time, network, and date the if. I said this date the if. It's very, very important. It's very key. The network and the date the if, they are very, very important. Now, we'll start with now. Now, if we want to know the current time, look at Excel. If you want to know the current time you are right now in Excel, you can get it. I guess I did it last week, but I'm still going to repeat it now. Now, to get the current time we are right now in Excel, I'll put equals to. If I put equals to, I'll now put now. It says return the current date and time format as a date and time. I click, I close, don't add anything, just close, enter. Is it accurate? Is it accurate? Hello, team?
Yes. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's correct. It
Maybe.
was correct.
Is it correct? Okay. Yes. Because today, currently we are 19 is 7. Let's count 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is 7 and it's 7:56. It's going to pick. Leave it. I'm not removing it. You will see that it's going according to time. And today is 5th July 2025. Now, if I want to get for only today, I'll put equals to again today. Just close, enter. It's giving me only today's date. Maybe are all together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope there is no problem here.
No, it's quite explanatory.
Okay, you can see now it's 56.
Yes.
To tell you that Excel. The guys I don't know who they are, but kudos to them, seriously, kudos to them. Now, to get the day, the month, and the year, we are going to use this transaction date. We're going to use this transaction date. And in Excel, if you notice, the month always comes first. followed by the day, followed by the month, year. Now, in the day, we'll put equals to day. Now, we'll pick day. It says serial number. We'll select from here, transaction date. Select, we close, and we'll enter. Now, it's telling us that it's on the 4th. The same thing we'll do for month. Equals to month. Double click, select the month again, close, enter. Same thing for the year. The same pattern you use, that's what you're still using. Year. Double click, select the year, close, enter. Well, we just extracted this into day, month, and year. Also, same thing goes to time. Put equals to time. Now, in time, we're the one that will not input it. How many hours? We are 19 hours because it's using 24 hours standard time, not 12 hours. Minutes, we are 59 minutes. Now, second, we may choose 30 seconds. You close it, you enter. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Any question before we go to these two very technical functions?
No
On my
question.
side, we are good to go.
Okay. Maybe no question?
No question, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, network, let's start with network. And network simply means you want to calculate the numbers of days somebody have worked in your business, excluding holidays. Now, we have 365 days in a year that make up a year. And inside that 355 days, we have 52 weeks. And that 52 weeks, if we are excluding Saturday, Sunday, that means we have 104 days excluded. Now, if we're excluding 104 days, that means what we are going to have will be approximately, if you minus 365 from 104 days, the other days will be the days somebody works. Now, we have 12 days, 12 holidays in a year. Holidays are 12. Now, if you also subtract, add 12 to 104, you're going to have 116 days off. Now, I'm going to change one of these data. I'm going to make it, we're in the month 7, because that is what I want to use to do this calculation now. We'll come to network equals to network. You can see it says return the numbers of whole working days between two dates. I click network. Our starting year Our starting date is this. This is our starting date. This is where I say you get technical. Don't go and put equals to, please. What you're putting is comma. Notice if I put equals to, it doesn't move. It's still on start date. But when I put comma, it moves to the next one, end date. And I'm using today as the end date. I can type in today. If you type in today, Excel knows that you're using today. I close it. I put my comma. We say we have 116 days that are holidays. I'll just type 116 days. I close my bracket. I enter. That means in a year, you go to work 261 days. You don't go to work 365 days. Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, excluding holidays, excluding Saturday, Sunday. You go to work 261 days in a year. Now, if we are going to exclude your holidays, that is your leave, it depends on your job. There are some people that go to work, they have one whole 1 month leave. Some have 15 days, some have 14 days. It depends on your leave. Now, if we are going to add it and we subtract it, you're going to see how many days you've been going to your office. All together?
Yes, sir.
This will show you how many days you've been going to your office, or how many days your staff, your employees have been coming to your work. Let's assume we are not doing it year to year. Let me take another example. Equals to, okay. Let me take another example. Equals to network. I'm starting with this, comma, today. I close it, I put my comma. The same 116 days. I close, I enter. From 1st of June, 6th of January 2024, that this person has been employed till today. They have been coming to work 390 days. This is how HR, human resources, normally calculates the days we go to work. Now, if you employ somebody and you tell him Saturday, Sunday are excluded, holidays are excluded, and the person comes to work 261 days, and maybe is now asking for some things, you can use this to justify whether he merits or he doesn't merit it too, after checking some parameters.
You mean like an increment in salary?
They're the one calling that, I not call that part. They can use it. They will now start calculating your roles. What have you added? What have you not? Your value to the economy, to the job, this, that. Some organizations do that. And if they are even calculating your salary, they use this to calculate your daily payment. Now, if you've been paid, if you're paid in a month or in a year, they say they are paying you, let me say, your yearly salary. When they do their annual salary, is 1 million naira after calculating everything. Now, if you divide it by this, that means your daily salary, your daily earning is 3,831 naira 42 kobo. Every day you appear at the job. That's what you're earning. For 261 days that you've been coming. Every day you appear at the job, you're earning 3,831 naira 42 kobo.
Currently not up to daily pay.
It's not even, it's a little bit above average. A little bit. It's not even, sorry, it's not. Daily pay should be like 10K per day. I know there are people that collect daily pay 100,000 or 5,000, 50,000 daily pay. But this is where we are. This is where we are as Nigeria. You see, with Excel, you can start automating yourself. Like the salaries and sheet I just showed, you can also use it for your personal budgeting. You can use it for your personal budgeting. When you say, okay, this is what I'm putting for this month, this is what I'm putting, okay, this is what I'm earning, okay, I'm giving out this, I'm giving out this. You automate it. When you have a column, you put minus. Okay, let me do one. Let me go back to that sheet. Let me call up everything. Assuming my salary is, okay, 2 million. Now, if my salary is 2 million, I can now say, okay, housing. Let me now give my housing 200,000. I can give feeding another 200,000. I can put what will I put? Savings. I put savings 100,000, which is very bad. Forgive me, I also put tithes, which should be the first thing as a Christian. Then I'll just come here and say sum. I sum all these things and I close it and I enter. Now, this is what I'm left with. If tomorrow, next month, I have increase of something, my salary, it's automated. Just for me to come to the month and just add, if they subtract, I subtract. It will just give me the deduction and give me my final input. That means at the end of the month, I know that, okay, they have increased my salary, they have increased my wages, okay, I've made more profit. This month I've made profit, okay, after deduction and everything. This is the end profit I've made. You definitely know that you are either positively or negative. And when you add conditional formatting to this, if you're going below, it will trigger it to tell you that you're spending high. And this also help in finance management. Sorry, I had to go deep this way again. This thing I just did help you to manage your finances. Very accurate. And let's go to the last one, which is date the if. The okakpatakpata, the funniest man in the house. You will see something. It's You see all this function I'm calling, if I put equals to and I start typing, they come up. Am I right? This Oga,
Yeah.
this Oga don't come out. It doesn't. This Oga no, they come out. So let me use this one. Yeah, I have to create something. Yeah. Let me remove all this. Now, this is the data if here. I want to know these are my staffs. These are my staff that have worked in my company. Or let me assume these are staff that have worked in our company. And now we want to know how long they have stayed in the company. How long? Let's even know who to employ, who to promote, and who to tell goodbye. And so then they will come, your HR will come, they have your details. The day they employ you, the department they fix your name. Now, if they come there and they say, okay, if you stay at this role, it's time for you to move forward. If you stay at this role, it's time for you to do this. If you stay at this role, it's time for you to do this. So just come here. If they are conversant with Excel and this function, so just come here. Equals to, let me do that network again. Starting day of your employment, today, equals to 116. Enter. This guy have worked from the day he was employed to today. He have worked 3,003. He have been coming to work for 3,003. I say just double click. It make your work smarter, faster, and make you a smart one Excel user and two data analyst. Now for data if, we are going to do for day, we are going to do for month, and we are going to do for year. Now to get data if for day, put equals to date there if. Have you seen that it's not there? When I
Yes,
was
sir.
typing date came, date value, e date. When I put D, there's nothing like that. And I added if, nothing. I'll be the one to open the column. If you open the column, it will come up. These are hidden functions in Excel. I use one in my YouTube channel. I use it. I did one job and I posted in my YouTube channel too. Victor Uzoma Madike. You can follow. Where I did calculation on frequency. Yeah, I did one calculation. I can't recall it well. Now, if I double click or click once on this, if your network, if you're connected to network, it will give you what to do. If you're connected to network, it will give you what to do. Now, the data if will be the starting date. You can see data if function calculate the numbers of days, month, or year between two dates. Now, this is the starting date, the ending date, the unit. The starting date, which is this is the starting date of the employer, comma, please not minus, comma, today. Why am I using today? Because this we are using today. If you have a ending date, you can use it today. I close it, comma. Now, in data if you're not doing the other parts where you now calculate the days, this one I'm going to now put double quote. I introduce double quote D, which is standing for day. I'll close it. I'll enter. Okay, sorry. One D. It's one D. Now this guy have come to work for 420 4,206 days. Do you know why it's different from that other one?
No, sir.
Maybe do you know?
No, sir, I don't know.
We just did network day, and today we did network day, and now we are doing data if. Just think.
Okay, probably
The first,
probably the this one did not remove the what's it called? The holidays and the rest of it. Everything joined together.
Perfectly. Data if don't he doesn't remove anything. That is not his business. He sum everything.
from
But
the very first day you start till the
his
present day.
own, yes, his own is from the very first day you start till today. Whether you have holiday is not his business. He believed that you don't have holiday. He believed that it's nothing called Saturday, Sunday. His own is he sum everybody. He sums everybody. Likewise, let me also do another one. Let me take this 2018 equals to date the if. Open my brackets. Please, when you open your bracket, always click on it. If you don't click on it, it will not work. I pick on this comma today, comma quote. I introduce my quote. In introducing your quote, I said shift plus the at key. Then I put day. D stands for date. Okay, D stands for day. I close the quote. I enter. And this guy, what is his name? Peter Okafo was employed in on the 5th of January 2018, and Peter Okafo have worked for this company for 2,738 days. But this is for days. Now let's say, okay, we know how many days Peter Okafo have worked for us. And also we have known how long Okpara Chijoke have worked for us. But now let's know how many months they have stayed in the company. The months they have stayed. We have ascertained the days they have stayed. Now we want to ascertain the months they have stayed. Excuse me. Go to equals to date that if. Open my brackets, click. Then this is my starting date. Today is my end date, comma. You introduce your quote, M, you close it. He has spent 138 months. Okpara Chijoke has spent 138 months. That means from then to now, we have 138 months. Let's also do for Peter. Equals to date the if. Peter started with us in 2018, and today's date, we close, call our quotes, Close. I will close. We enter. Peter has spent 90 months with us. Let me close this so that it will still come out since I'm online. Now, if you want to do for the year, we also do date the if, date the if, like I told you, since I'm online, it will keep on popping up. Close it. Chijoke Kafo Opara. Today, produce then year. Okay. D stands for day, M stands for months, and Y stands for year. I enter. 11 years. Now, have you seen how they analyze how long you have stayed in their company?
Yes, sir. But this data, if is a little bit complex for me, oh.
We understand it will still come back. We will still come back on it. But you're grappling is a little bit. Maybe one will do it again.
Yeah.
You now understand it before you can go back and watch it very well.
This one, since you've gotten for one person, this data, if can you perform the function of dragging to just
Oh, I was expecting that magic. Have you seen it?
I didn't really talk because I knew you wanted to do another example for clarity, so it's understandable.
Okay. AB, if you do it and you just click, Excel I've already know what you're doing. Look at, as I click it, look at the formula here. But the funniest part is that he doesn't close it. There is no absolute reference on them. That's where the issue is. But when you click, it will do it. And let's go to the next one. You see, it's taking the date. You already know the formula you gave it. Look at the formula you gave. Date the if. Now it's coming here. It's also taking it. This today is constant. The only thing changing is the first cell. I see in the first cell, D6. The second one is D7. The third one is D8. But every other thing is constant. If you have 1 million people on your payroll, will you be doing it one hour? You're a smart Excel user and a data analyst. Just by when your colleague will be doing you just do one and you just tap it. Like I say, it's not when you do it finish, you now say submit. Your bosses will and they will really question you. Yes, you're smart, yes, you're fast, yes, you deliver on time. But they'll start asking whether you're accurate. Even though you know you're accurate, it will give room for you to start doubting yourself too. But you can do it. I can do this thing and I'll just hang out for like 10-20 minutes outside with friends, go out, take a coffee, come back. If I see my colleague are still battling, that's when I'll now say, okay, I'm done. That's when they will now start cracking their brain. When I went out, what did I want to do? Now I'm distracting them also from doing their work. You know, sometimes smart people distract people from work. They give you the same task, but you are faster. You're not making others to look somehow. Yeah, it distracts. They play an emotional game on people's mind. Okay. The last one for the year, which is Mr. Peter, equals to date that if the Peter started on this day, today, quotes, year, quotes, I close, enter. Mr. Peter just worked 7 years with us. Now, if your benchmark in the organization is 10 years, either you go home or we promote you based on your performance. If I do like this, many people, if you not check their performance, some will go, some will stay. This is what HR department that use Excel, that are pro in Excel. Let me use the word pro in Excel. They use. But those that are not, they'll start doing manual. You do one, you repeat 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 one, till the kingdom come.
So, sir,
Yes, ma'am.
hello, sir. Okay, is it
Yes, I can hear you.
possible now to is it possible now to use this format to know the performance of the employees of the staff in a
That,
organization?
that
This
one, that
Excel.
one. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I say if there is additional information in the data, you can use it. If there is no additional information, you leave it.
Okay, but there is not like there's a formula for that function.
There is no formula for that function, unless if there is additional information, then that is when we will now go to Power Query and we'll do the cleaning. Then you start building your dashboard. Then when you build your dashboard, you can now start using those metrics, those information given to you to work with. If there is no additional information, you can't add anything. You can only use the information given to you to analyze your data.
Okay, all right, sir.
Okay. And I'm going to clean up my own. Okay, your own is not being clean. Yes, I know definitely I have smart people here. No matter how I do, smart people are with me. But practice it. Practice it. I would have given it as an assignment, but let it be a homework for you. Practice it. And when we come next time or tomorrow, practice it. When we come tomorrow, I want to see results. I'll use it to open the floor tomorrow. Let's see the results of our practice.
All right, sir.
Any question?
I don't have any question.
Okay, Mr. Michael, is he with us? Mr. Michael, any question?
Maybe his network is not allowing him talk.
Seriously, I don't know what is wrong with MTN. When people want to use MTN, that's when MTN starts showing their talents. Okay, I will add these functions. Let me add these two functions to us before we'll start doing.
Hello, sir. I heard you.
Okay, okay. I'm asking, I hope there is no question. So that let's see if we can move forward.
I don't have questions, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, we did text joining, we did concatenate, we did middle. There is a function called find and search. I don't want us to boil us with some function. Okay, this will be our assignment. Apart from these functions I've listed out, I want everybody to bring extra 5 functions tomorrow. That is what we will start with. Even those that are not online will come with 5 different functions. Everybody will bring 5 different functions. And let me use an example. If Mr. Michael said 5 function and you're repeating it, I'll cancel it. Then there you should go and think another function. Meaning that if you're thinking of function, you should think more than 5. Apart from these ones that I have listed. Apart from this one that I have listed, get me 5 different functions. That means tomorrow, before we start our training, we'll have 20 functions, 20 new functions, 5 from each person. We are 4. Tomorrow I'm expecting 5 different functions from each person. Secret code, you can do 10. You can practice 10. You can practice 15. Then come with them. Maybe if somebody have listed yours, you can now switch over to another one. Is it understood? First assignment
Yes, sir.
in the class. And first assignment, each person should come with 5 different functions each. Okay. Fine. Let me go to find. Now, assuming I want to find a name. Assuming I want to find a name. Find and search behave similarly, but one doesn't care about something. One, either you're using capital letter or you're using small letter, is none of his business. The other one, if the names are capital letter and you're using small letter, it will never work. The same thing is like text joining and concatenate. Now, if I'm looking for Adiola Johnson, you can see that A is capital letter. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
One of these functions, if I use A for one of them, it will not return it. but the other function will return it. It doesn't care whether it's capitalized or it's not capitalized, it will return it. I won't call the function, but I've told you there are two functions. I want you people, as a data analyst, clarity is key. Curiosity is the purpose. Clarity is the answer. As data analyst, curiosity is the purpose. Clarity is the answer. Why am I curious about? Okay, I'm curious to know which of these two functions is sensitive to capitalization, capital word, and which of the function is not sensitive to capital word. Equals to find. Can you see what he's writing? Return the starting position of one text string with another text string. Find is case sensitive. I say curiosity is the purpose. Clarity is the answer. Now, our curiosity is to find out which one is case sensitive. Case sensitive simply means capital letter or small letter. Now, our clarity now, we have finally find out that find is case sensitive. Okay, let's check whether search is case sensitive. Return the number of the character at which a specific character or text string is first found, reading left to right, not case sensitive. That means our curiosity now has been cleared. That find is case sensitive. Search is not case sensitive. And our curiosity again have led us to a clarity that search can pick from anywhere, but find cannot do that. I hope I'm communicating.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please come again. You said search can pick from anywhere, or what did you say?
Search is a return the number of the characters at which a specific character or text string is first found. That means it can, if we are looking for J and we'll pick up from there, it can pick it from anywhere. It can pick it from anywhere. But find doesn't pick it like that. Our curiosity have led us to find, excuse me, that's one good thing about being a data analyst. Your curiosity will lead you to find many things. You will thinking, okay, the problem I'm having is just this thing, but you're curious to know the problem. But on your way going, you will start seeing a lot of things, insights. You start seeing you start finding problems. You now start seeing insight, solution to those problems you find. Then it now start giving you clarity on how to solve the problems you have seen. That is one lovely thing I love about data analytics or being a data analyst. We are all data analysts, but niches make us different. Some switch to health analysts, some switch to business analysts, some switch to security analysts, some switch to home, anything. Financial analysts, anything. Okay, on Wednesday, I was in the office. I was done with work and I was just scrolling through my page, the net, and I had one P Square song that said, "Bring it up." a line of that means say even though people are doing it, that doesn't mean if you do it, you won't sell. Bring your own up. Just bring it up. You don't know who you are going to help at that point. Sorry if we talk, I bring the business side of what you are learning into play. No, you should be strictly on let's learn this thing, not bringing the business part. Nobody. We are not here for the business part. We are here for the learning part. The business part should be my problem. Now, the first thing is search, find. We click on find, and I say we are finding Adiola Johnson. We want to look for A. Find text, this. Within the text, yes, within the text, this. Numbers, starting number 1. Close. You can see Adiola is number 1. Now, let's also do for equals to, because Mohammed is in M. Find within text. And we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Starting number 1. Okay, let me use starting number 1. Let's see. It still became A, or it still became A1 for us. Now let's do for search here. We'll say Adiola. Search. Find text. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Coming. Starting from 1. The baby is not strong.
They want sleep.
Okay.
Their mom is not around.
Now you can see if it's returning it. A minute, please. Okay. Now we say we are looking for J, I guess. Yeah. Not giving me issue. Why? These are within the text this. Okay, this is search. Okay, let me change it to capture G. All together. Hello.
Yes, sir, can hear you.
Okay, equals to search. Now, find text. What are we finding? We are looking for J. Oh, sorry. Quotes. J. Close your quotes. This is the text we are looking for. We are looking for capital J in Adiola Johnson. You close. I want to start counting from 1. A as 1. Put 1. You close. The J we are looking for is 8. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember that space. 7. Adiola Johnson is 8. Now, you can see Fatima, we have A here, we have A here, we have capital A here, we have A here, we have A here. Am I right? We have 5 A's in Fatima Abubakar. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I'm looking for A in Fatima Abubakar in search equals to search, and I introduce my quotes and I put small a and I close it, comma. Within the text, A3, and I'm starting from, if I'm jumping this 1 and I'm starting here, that means it's 2. It's now going to put number on it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This space is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 characters in Fatima Bakar. And if I'm starting from 2, okay, let me start from 1. If I start from 1, which is F, I close. You see that Bakar started from number 2, fell at 2. This is for search.
Sir, I want
Now,
to ask one question.
Okay. Okay, sir.
How what's the relevance of us finding a particular text in
There is no
or
real
searching for a
relevance.
particular? Okay, it's just a function.
It's just a function. I want you to know that in a set there is a function like this.
Okay.
Maybe you have an interview, or in an interview, and they ask you, do you know the function called find? How do you use it? You know the function called search. How do you use it? I want you to have that basic. I'm still going to repeat. I want you to have that basic.
Okay, sir. Cleared.
Okay. Now the same thing. If we say, okay, let's look for, where is that Fatima again? This is Fatima. Let's find. Now we want to do find in Fatima Abakar equals to find. I'm using capital letter A in this place. And I'm starting from 1. Have you seen that? It went and looked for capital letter. But in search, it did not look for capital letter in search. It just started, since it's A, it took A. If I turn this small letter A now, to capital letter, it will still give me 2. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is where we are going to wrap up for search our functions in Excel. I don't know, so far so good. If there is any question, like you said, if there is any question, my handles are open, my chat group, my chat is open for everybody. Just, but if you have a question right now from the functions we have treated, you're welcome. Let me have your question for 7 minutes before we now go into today's journey. I guess the basics, the foundation is laid properly before we start the journey.
On my end, we are good to go, sir.
Okay. AB,
I don't have a question, sir.
everything is cleared.
Yes.
Should I ask one?
Ask us.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm confident. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. You know, we're data analysts. If I want to find out the same day and month somebody work, how can I get it? Using date the if. If I want to get them together, is it possible? Do you think it's possible? Yes or no?
If you want to get the dates and months
The month and the year together. If I'm
in
using date
one,
the
Together.
if, is it possible? Yes, is it possible? You know, we were adding D, M, and Y. If I want to, is it possible I can add
Yes.
M and
I,
Y
I think
together?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
Why do you say you
I
think
think
it's possible?
I think it's possible because the D is different from the letters that represent the day, month, and year. The date, month, and year is separate. And in that regard, I think probably we just open another this thing on date that if. Instead of closing it, we just open another date that if, because as that at the end of the this thing, it was putting a function under of date that if there. So if possible, if we have clicked it again and close it properly, it might actually work.
Okay.
So
Maybe anything, any addition, any subtraction, any other opinion.
so we can try it, sure.
And I will give it a shot. We'll give it a shot.
I think it's possible to get date and months with a date that if, but I don't think if you're going to get it at once, maybe separately.
Let's use this today, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to get for, I want to first get for month.
Come on.
This is for month. This is the if for year. I don't know whether if you're doing your own, please maybe you'll be offing your network. So that stuff will not be popping up for you. And this is for year. That means we have worked for 126 months and 10 years. Now, you say we can get it together, right? If I tell you that yes, you're right.
Possibility, yeah.
You're right. It's possible. 100%. So it's now left for
Today.
you to do the calculation. Now, this is where the drama is. We've been using month M, D, Y. Am I right? And we can now
Yes,
put
sir.
MY. Is it MY? Yes, MY. Okay, it's not
Okay.
MY. It's Y. It's YM. YM. Now it's now for you now to do your calculation. How do you come about this? Because if it's giving us 10 years, then how is it not giving us 6? That means it's now calculating it the other way, which is very wrong to use because it's not giving us accurate. It's not telling us this 12, 126 is not up to 10 years.
Could it be calculating it in form of network?
Yes, it's now calculating it. No, as far as there is a D, there is a Y, there is this, and this function alone matters.
Yeah.
But it's now for you to now do the calculation, which is very, you now open to Excel and type it separately, and which is going to be more like a longer process. Why I call this because you may be tempted to do it. It's possible, but instead of doing this long way, you can just do this one, and at a snap of a finger, you've solved your problem. Okay, I guess we have downloaded the 2 Excel files I sent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to open a new Excel file.
I've not downloaded mine. No. Yeah.
No
I
problem, you can
just
download it
opened,
later.
but I've not. Mm.
No problem, you can do it later. Okay, now our journey into data analytics. Like I said, the foundation, I guess the foundation have been built well. We have the basics now. Now we want to start the journey properly. We have we have bought fuel, we have put fuel in our car, we have checked our engine, we have pumped the tire, the ACs are okay, water is in the radiator, everything is the battery, everything is okay. The passengers are set, the driver is inside, and the ignition car. We are about to on the ignition and start going. We have our direction, we have our speed limit, but we are not using speed, we want to use direction. We are starting right away. Now, if you have downloaded that data set, let's assume you downloaded the data set and you have kept it in your any of the folders. You saved it in any of your folders. Now you want to start work. Or let me use it this way. A client or your boss in the office gave you a data and you downloaded it and you saved it in a folder. And you want to use Excel and they told you use Excel to do the work. You can double click that folder and it will come up. Let me use that pattern. Let me go to the folder. This is it. Supermarket sale. Am I right? Is it what you guys have?
I can hear you. I don't know.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. No, I can't hear you again.
Okay.
I think it's network.
Now,
Okay.
okay, you go to supermarket. I got the folder I sent to you is supermarket sales. Now, when you click on supermarket sale, assuming your boss send you data and you want to work on it in Excel, if you click on supermarket sale, it come up like this. Hello?
You can
Hi.
Okay. Now, if you click on it, it come up like this. Am I right? Now, but this is not where you're going to do your work, because if we want to find out how many data cell is here, if I click on Control Shift arrow down, I've taught you this, guys. Now we have 1001, approximately 1000 data cell data here that they gave us to work on. And you can't just come here and say, okay, you want to start knowing the numbers of health, numbers of this, numbers of that. First of all, you need to know the business case of this data. That's what makes you a business, a data analyst in a business angle. You want to know the business case of this data set. That is it. Two, you want to know what is this data set all about? What is this data set? Okay, I'm giving a data set. This is a data set I'm giving. What is this data set all about? Remember where we started from. When I say we have the what, the 4W, the what. Oh, remember another one for me.
When it happened, like,
The 4Ws and 1H.
mm, when, why, what,
When.
and how. I think I can't.
Okay,
Maybe.
you have given a trial. Mr. Michael?
the same thing will have gone through my mind is what has been going through my mind. Same thing, sir.
Okay. The 4Ws are, why are you analyzing this data set? One, why? I also tell you when we started, I say, why do you want to learn these skills? So that is your personal goal. Then what are you analyzing this data for? What are you really looking for? The why is, why is this data set given to me? What is this data set all about? Now, on our own, what is this data set all about? Let's look at the data set. What do we think this data set is all about?
I think it's about sales. and
One,
they pay how people paid for their products. Some use
that,
e-wallet, some
that
use
is the
credit
why.
card.
That is the why. I'm just after the what. What is
Oh,
this data set all about? You say
okay.
sales. Okay.
Yes.
Another
Um,
idea.
can we say revenue?
Revenue. Revenue too is another name for sales. You guys are correct. This is a sales data analyst and data. This is a sales data. Now, this is the what the data is all about. Now, why are you analyzing it? That is where that payment you are talking about came in. Why am I analyzing? We want to know which of the channel, why are they using this channel more than this channel? Why is this product selling more than this product? Why is it that female are more buying than the ladies, than the male? Why is this branch or this city? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Now, the next thing is who. Who are you even analyzing this data for? Let's crack our brain. Curiosity is the problem. Clarity is the answer. We are curious about this data. We have answered two things. We are clear over two things. Now, whom are we even analyzing this data set to? Meaning, who is going to make use of this data set? Is it a HR department that will make use of this data set? Capital, the answer is no. Me and you know that human resources will never use this data set.
Mm-hmm.
Then who is going to make use of this data set?
More of a business
Yeah.
setting.
Sales
So,
department.
mhm.
Uh-huh. That means the sales department, the head of department of sales needs this department, is the one we are working for. We are working for the marketing department. We're also working for the owners of the stakeholders of the organization. Another whom will use it, which finance department, business, government can use it, personal NGOs can use it. These are whom we are analyzing this data set from. The next one is where are we even analyzing this data from? If you look at the city, we have we are going to change the name. Forget these are funny names. I will show you how to do these things. Now we have branches. Where are we analyzing? We're analyzing it for branches, branch A, branch C, branch B. Where we are getting this data set are from these three branches. Now, how do we want to analyze this data set? When you answer these questions, you've started having clue and direction to where you're heading to. Now, if you now add the business case to this data set, you'll now start having more deep understanding to where you're heading to. Because with this data set, even me, I don't know what they are looking for. Let me assume I'm also like you people. I don't even know what they are looking for. Okay, I can see branches. I can see invoice ID. I can see branch. I can see. Okay, I don't understand. I guess a lot of us have made this kind of things. Not once, not twice. I'll be like, what is this one again now? I work where I see all these things, but not in this pattern. My ones are more of numbers. Now, if you have a data like this and you have opened it, After knowing the business case will tell you all these things, and it will tell you why they are after the results. Now, you are not going to clean this data here, because as a layman, you think this data is clean. But I will take you to somewhere, you will see that this data have a lot of messed up. And you see a lot of funny things. But now we'll go to a function called Power Query. In Power Query, that's where we do the manipulation, the cleaning, and the fixing. In Power Query, we do the cleaning, the manipulation, and everything in Power Query. Now, how do we go to Power Query? Remember, I said the foundation has been laid. Now the journey has started. Now, we come to our ribbon. In our ribbon, we have data. Click on data. Sub-ribbon, get and transform data. And this data set is in a range format. When we were doing slicer, I told you guys about range. This data set is in a range format. Why? And put Control T. Now, this data is in a table format because of these drop downs. But right now, this data is in a range form. Now, we want to start cleaning our data. Let's assume we have the business case. Let's assume we know where everything we're looking for. We click on it. If you click on data, you can see we have get data. We have from CSV file. We have from web. We have from table and range, source, and we have existing connection. Initially, I don't want to call up this data set. I'm going to close it, and I'm using a fresh Excel. I'm using a fresh Excel to do it so that you will see how to call up or get your data. Now, I go to get data. I'll click on from file, from Excel workbook. You will now look for where you saved it. Now you can see I say from Excel workbook, it's not here. To tell you that that data was not an Excel data, it's a CSV data. I come back again. If it is a Excel, I click on CSV. You can see it here. You double click, and it's going to take you to Power Query. Power Query is where we'll do the cleaning and the manipulation. This is Power Query Gateway we are about to enter. Another name I give as a gateway. This is the checkpoint between query. Another thing I will tell you as a data analyst, please and please, never you assume that your data are all clean. Never you assume that. Whenever they give you a data set, have it at the back of your mind that your data is not clean. 1. 2. Know that 80% of your job, last time I said 60, let me still retain that 60. 60% of your job as a data analyst, either business analyst, which analyst, cleaning your data is 60% of your job. And that is what your client will never see. It's not his business. The third thing I will say again is documentation. Always document your work. Always document your work. Someone will ask me, how do I document my work? Now, I guess you can screen grab on your system. I hope you know all. There is a tool that you use in screen grabbing.
I don't know. I'm just hearing it for the first time.
Okay. Go to your search button. Search button and type sniper, SNIPP. The logo is like this. When it comes up, this is how it is. This is how it look like. Let me remove this job. This is how it will look like. Sniping tools. Have you seen it?
Where did you get this function from? I didn't see it
Another
when you were
shortcut
doing
to
it.
do it is plus X. But I want you to pin it to your taskbar, but this one will not pin. Now, go to your Windows icon, which is Start, as if you want to shut down the system. You have a Start icon. Are you there?
Just a minute, sir.
Okay. Mr. Michael, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you click on your window Start logo, it will bring up this dialog box for you. You will see search. Just type in SNIPP. You have sniping tool app. When it comes up, SNIPP, click on the open. It have a logo of scissors with dots on above it. Are we together?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Mine is at the bottom.
Could you
This me
please
that's not
clarify
seeing.
what you mean by get up? Are you asking for tips on waking up in the morning? E.g., set
I'm just asking for tip. But you can see my screen. You can see the logo.
Yes.
When you open it, When it's open, you can pin it. You can unpin it. If you want to pin something, you right click on that logo. You will see pin to taskbar. Just pin it so that it will be permanently there.
My own system has it like as a key. If I just click on the key, it will bring it up.
Is it have you pinned it before?
No.
Okay. Now, when it comes to documentation, when the first Excel I open, you can screen grab it, open Microsoft Word, dump it there. When you go to get data, after getting the data from CSV, you can screen grab this process too.
Sir, do you have PRT screen on your keyboard?
P
PRT SCR. If you have it on your keyboard, that's also a sniping this thing. It's a sniping tool too.
yes,
So if you just click on it, it will bring it out.
But mine is showing from the Excel. Oh. I just type the snip from Excel search bar and it's showing take a screenshot.
Another, you see, we are learning.
Just on your keyboard, just click on the PRT Excel this thing, it will bring it out.
The PRTSC screen I have is if I press it, it's giving me another function. Unless I'll add it with something. But thank God, the aim is for us to know how to get the sniping tool so that we can use it and be sniping and be doing documentation while we're doing documentation so that it will be a guideline. Okay, this is how I started. This is how I did this. This is how I did this. This is how I did this. And this is the final result. This is where my curiosity started. And this is how my curiosity is leading me. And finally, this is where I am. That is the reason for the sniping too. And when you're doing it, it also help you in giving a proper report. Majority of your client will not care about this part of your documentation there after the end product. But for you to talk to another analyst, okay, this is how I did, this how I did, this how I did. The person will also know that yes, you knew what you were doing. You did not just jump into cleaning of data and you followed the process. You understood what they gave you. You understood everything behind the data. Now, when we get to get data from CSV file, you double click on supermarket. It call up this. You can see supermarket sales.csv, file original, delimiter, data. All this English I'm not after. Just take a glance on your data. When you take a glance on it, please don't click on load. Please don't click on load. If you click on load, what you simply telling this data that these things are clean, no need of doing correction. Always click on transform. Now it's taking us to another word in Excel, and this is called Power Query Editor. And in Power Query Editor, you don't do FZ, Control Z. You don't do Control Z. You know, in Excel, you can do Control Z. All together.
I didn't know about Control Z though.
Yeah, in Excel, if you do something and you want to, if you notice when I was doing some work initially when we started, the work was going backward because I've already done it. It was now going backward. If you have taken, when you watch the clip, you will see it again. Some of the work we are going backward, meaning that I'm undoing them. I've already did the work, but I don't like it. I want to redo them back again. I want it to go back.
Sir, sorry, I don't know. How did you call up this thing?
Power Query Editor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Power Query Editor. This is where your job as a data analyst starts. You see those foundation we are building. You will see some of those foundation here. I'm going to go back again. I'm closing it. I'm discarding it. I open a new Excel file. And this new Excel file, my boss gave me a data set, or my client gave me a data set of a sale data set. You want to know the numbers of revenue. You want to know how much he has sold. You want to know a lot of information. You want to get a lot of information. Now, I may have saved it. I save it in my folders, or I save it somewhere in my system. Now I want to get it, but I know that it's a CSV file. I've said it. You come to data, and in data, you come to get data and transform, sub-ribbon, get data and transform. I can either get it from either going to get data, and which is the best, or from text CSV, from web, from table and range, from recent source, and existing connection. But I'm going to get data to get my data that I save in a folder in my system. I click on get data. I've explained this, and we can get it from file. And in this from file, we have other drop down from Excel workbook, from CSV, text and CSV, from SMLE, from JSON, from PDF, from folder, from SharePoint folder. I can also get it from database, which is from Excel server database. This is advanced when you're coming for SQL and Tableau. Now, we are doing from file, and the folder is text CSV. They send it to us as text CSV. If I click on text CSV, I'll go and locate the folder, and this is it, supermarket cell. I can click once. You can see it's giving me the details inside the folder, inside the Excel. I can click one and I'll click import, or I double click on it. Anyone you choose. I click import. It's now leaving Excel. The folder I click is about leaving Excel. I'm going deep inside Excel now. It's like you coming to your house, me coming to your house, and I not stay in your parlor, and I'm going straight to your bedroom. Now, Excel is a parlor, living room. We are leaving the living room. We have gotten the property. You are now leaving the living room. Or let me use this scenario. You bought a new bed. You can't keep the new bed in the living room. If you're having one bedroom, you can't keep it in the living room. You're taking it to your room. Now we've bought the bed. Now we are now passing the living room to the bedroom. That is what, when you get a data, that is how it's being moved. Now at this point, which is the door, I say, please don't load. Don't click on load. Because if you click on load, you are telling us that The phone should be kept in the living room and should be kept anyhow, no position. Anyhow we see, let's just drop it. But as a data analyst, always click on transform data. I guess maybe I've not said it, or I've said it in the previous video. ETL. E stands for extract, T stands for transform, L stands for load. I guess I've said this stuff, we've talked about it. E is extracting the data. We just extracted the data by clicking on get file and getting the data. Now we are about doing the T, which is transform data. After the T, what we are going to do now is the L, but we'll first do the T. We have done the E, we have extracted the data, and this is the data. Now we want to transform the data. We'll just click on transform data, and it will take us straight to Power Query, which is the bedroom. Is it understood now?
Yes, sir.
Ma, is it understood?
Yes, sir.
But sir, I think my own Excel doesn't have this. What's it called?
Which
It's not
Excel?
showing. It's not showing like yours. Since they
And
repaired the system, is an old Excel, I think. So I will need to download the new one.
that's what I said. You should have at least nothing below 2016.
It's 2016 that is there, but it's still not bringing it up.
As you're going to install it, tell them to give you 2022 and above. Currently 2022 and above.
Okay. I'll do that.
I maybe they have scrapped it out, but it shouldn't be scrapped out. My system in the office, I guess they're using 2016. I've never tried Excel. I've never tried it in the office with teacher. But what you just said, maybe on Monday I'm going to try give it a shot. If it works, take your time and read everything inside it. I'm still going to do a more complex one that will contain Excel inside. That one doesn't contain Excel. I'll do the one that will contain Excel and Power BI inside the ebook. Then we'll see how it goes. Well, I was shocked when you guys said you couldn't download it. But have you registered with Seller?
I've not done my registration yet, so but I'll do it later after this class.
Okay. No problem. And another thing I found out with people, sorry to say this, okay, at the end of the training, we'll talk that. Now, in Power Query, if you notice in Power Query, this is Power Query Navigator, editor. We only have 4 ribbons. Not like Excel. Excel, we have up to 6, 7 ribbons. But here we have only 4 ribbons. We have 5 precisely. We have File, we have Home, we have Transform, we have Add Column, we have View. These are only the ribbon in Power Query Editor. Now, in Power Query Editor, you cannot Let me see if I okay. Maybe you were talking about Control Z. Okay, it won't work because I'm already in Power Query somewhere. If I wanted to go back, I'll just click Control Z. All this work I did here, it will take back. It will refresh as if I've never did any work here. That is how Control Z works. But in Power Query, you don't do Control Z. Let me now take us through the interface of Power Query. Editor. We have 4 ribbons. And inside the 4 ribbons, we also have sub-ribbons. We have the home ribbon. And inside the home ribbon, we have query, refresh preview, properties, advanced editor manager. We have manager column, choose column, remove column. This is if I want to choose any column, I can use any for easier way. And if I want to remove column, I can also do that. We have reduce row. If I want to reduce the row, I can use this. We have sort ribbon. We have transform. We are going to make use of this very well. We have combine. Now in combine, if you want to bring different data, I said this last week. If you're working for an organization, a client, and they first give you a data, example supermarket, and you get a client that gives you a supermarket business, and you know that every month you're going to analyze their sales. The first 2 months they gave you, it took you time to clean, to do 1 or 2 dirty cleanings, and you came out with a good way. You are the decision maker. You can take back, you can give them a format of your cleaning data. Give them the format. They should use this format to give you a report every month. Now, when they give you the report every month, you use merge query or append to do it. Merge simply means you're bringing different columns together. You're bringing column A, column B, bringing them together into one data set. Append simply means you're increasing the row. If the row was 50, you're not increasing it, you're adding another data set to it. You're not increasing it to 100 or 150 or 70. That is what the tool stands for. All together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have parameter, we have data source, we have new query. New query now, if I want to bring another data into Power Query, I will come to this new source and I'll click and I'll bring it. Now we have transform. In transform ribbon, we have table, sub-ribbon called table, another called any column. We have text column, we have number column, we have date and time column, we have structured column in transform ribbon. And we have add column ribbon. If I want to add another column, okay, I looked at this and I need to add another column. We can add columns to this. Now, I have another ribbon called preview. In preview, I have sub-ribbon called layout, data preview, column, parameter, advanced, and dependency. But majority of what we are going to use, as Power Query is for manipulation and cleaning of data. You're going to use home, transform, and add column. If you want to use view, you may want to know the quality of a data. Now, if you want to know the average, if you want to know the sum, if you want to know a lot of things, you can use preview, where you're going to use column profile or column quantity, either of these, or column distribution. But you're going to use home. Now, if you look at this side, it have query one. That's the name of the data set we just brought in. It's called query one. And the name of the data is here, supermarket cell. At the right corner, at my right corner, we have query setting. We have property. We have name. We have all property. And we have apply step. If you remember, I just said we can do Control Z in Power Query. But if you have done, let me just do one. If you've done something here and you don't want that step you did, you can just cancel it from this apply step. It will go. Let me take one. This is S. I don't know the meaning of this S. If I now double click it and I say this is starting date, and I enter, have you seen that it apply? And it's a named rename column. Have you seen it? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I don't want, if I say, oh, sorry, I made a mistake, this is not what I needed to do, I'll just come to this X. I'll just click it. Have you seen that it have gone back to the normal S that it came with? This is how to apply, to change the steps in Power Query. No Control Z, but you can cut the step you did in Power Query by coming to apply step. Now, in your data here, we have what we call column name, data type, and you can see there is a filter. This filter shows what and what are inside here. Now, if you look downward here, you see 17 columns. It have already told me how many columns I have here. I have 17 columns, 999 plus row. And another good thing about Power Query is Power Query can contain more than 1 million data. Not like Excel. Excel can only contain 1 million plus. 1 million data sets. Or Power Query can contain more than that.
Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. I just supposed to know if there is any question.
Oh,
Because I've talked a lot. And it seems like this Power Query is a little bit.
it's a little bit complex to digest, but I feel with time, or we will watch this thing again to come in.
And this is just an intro. Tomorrow is when we will start it properly.
Yeah.
It's just we are trying to, how did they say, test water with one foot. But tomorrow, We are not even testing the water. We are putting our two legs inside together.
It's like it's only me and you that is left on this call. I don't think Michael is here.
Okay, Mr. Michael is off. This is how to do it. Okay, let me end the call. Let me stop the recording.